Well, got that time, yeah. So be careful. Oh.
Okay. We got 4 watches, 1 thumbs up. Chat board's open up now. Let's see what you got to chat. We got Savory running the models. Savory Fungi, the 130. Welcome to tonight's show. Got the fuselage all filled in, scenes all filled in, everything. Let it dry, and we'll sand that tomorrow. And the time we're going to work on the engine nacelles, complete the wing assemblies, and everything else probably be done on camera. I get the NASC on, we'll put the NASC on, get it prepared for painting. Okay.
Yeah, sanding the seams down where the wings join. No putty necessary here. Good fit in the wings. Should have no problem joining them together. Nacelles make pretty good too. Okay. Damn wing weighs about 2 or 3 pounds. This thing is a heavy model. So I strongly again suggest get yourself some scale model craft, metal landing gear set. They cost less than $20. The brass ones cost more. I got the brass set one I have in storage. Just kind of hold it down a little bit so the boot sets.
This thing goes together pretty good about fast. So, like I said before, a novice should have no problem building a model like this. It's just make sure you got enough space and wood to put them in when you get done.
The damn pesky mold fits on here again. I got cut off. Yeah, now, pardon me when I do talk a little bit now. Just kind of concentrate on this, cut these parts out. Where to go here? Last one. Okay. Got them all cleaned up. Okay, I'll check the chat board, see what's going on.
Okay. Good. This screw's dead. So this screw out. Don't need no more. No more, I say. Yeah. How you doing, Daniel? Just winging it, buddy. Yeah. Oh, still got a 5 minute break here. Why don't the thing stick? With superchargers, they fit in real good. No problem with superchargers. They fit in like good. I fit like a glove. Okay. The little snap right there told me got in there real good. The snap of success. Well, we'll fill around these nacelles. It's not gonna hurt. filler on there. Looks pretty good. Oh, could be dinghy on there. That little dinghy said on message DM on my telephone saying those some big old wings. Yeah, each one of these panels are 23 inches and 3/8, 23, 3/8 inches long in length. Yeah. I'll give you some more putty. I'm running out. I'll use this Tamiya stuff now. This stuff works pretty good. Okay. Fill in these joints a little bit. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna take a break here. Yep, we're good. Okay. There. Yeah. Yeah, they're one of my favorite too, Daniel. I always like twin tail aircraft. The Mitchell, the Coronado flying boat, and the Mars, the Mariner, B24. I mean, I tell you, this thing is one heavy airplane, guys. Huge. This thing probably weighs about 15 pounds. About 15 pounds. Oh, I'll tell you, it's one heavy piece of plastic. I tell you, I highly recommend getting metal landing gear for this thing. The plastic ones that give you this kit, I think they'll break on you. I'm quite certain that they will. Yeah. 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 Yeah, this thing's big. Well, I gotta use the men's room. I gotta powder my nose. It's a little chilly outside. Okay, we got 7 watching, 9 thumbs up. On the chat board, we got Savory Fungi, and we got Daniel Britton. The other fellas are probably haven't tuned in yet. I'm actually going to get on pretty soon. Take a little bit of a break right here. I got all the filler on here. We'll probably sand it up tomorrow. How long have I been on that so far? An hour and 15 minutes, about as long as I was on yesterday. Are you fellas working on anything out there? What kits you guys working on? Oh, there it is over there. No one I couldn't find.
One, pretty good. Yeah, it looks pretty real in there. You actually walk around and see how the thing works. It was tighter than hell getting that fuselage together, just like it was the other one. So with patience and perseverance, you should have no problem getting the fuselage popped on there. Yeah, this is one big airplane, I tell you that. Yeah, all the control surfaces that they're functional. Rudders work, stabilizer works, flaps work. Oh, yeah.
So, yeah. Very careful trimming up these calipers here. Number 11 blade. One sip of the blade can cut your thumb. Probably got nabbed last night a little bit. Okay. Yeah. Those engine bases are a joke.
Wait, ain't much all this engine in it. Not much at all. No. No. This got to be painted. Oh, a dinghy back here again. Yeah. That's blank back there. There's no detail to the engine in the back here, but they have detail in front of this engine. Wow. One thing with certainty, you'll be needing some aftermarket engines for this thing. That's all they give you. You can see some of the fins on the cylinders. You turn it back, there's no detail at all on the cylinders. So I suggest if you want to build this thing right, get yourself some aftermarket engines for this thing. You will need them. Anyway, I got photo which put on there. And my clumsy hands. I guess I'm getting dropping stuff now. All the time. Anyway, I'm gonna give you a photo which for that. I guess there's a harness on there. Gives you some detail though. Yeah. So anyway, get yourself some new engines, it'll be okay. If you decide to get new decals, this thing aftermarket, the aftermarket decals will suggest a different color scheme than what the kit offers you. This offers you olive drab and also all natural aluminum, which this is natural aluminum. Yeah, that's it, buddy. Definitely a letdown. But just another shortcut why the kits don't cost that much. There's always a shortcut somewhere in these kits. Always a shortcut. He's got any pants. I'll do this off camera tomorrow. And send it down tomorrow on camera. Yeah, this is gonna be painted. I got the cowling on there anyway, though. But you know, an overall, an overall view of this kit, it's not bad at all. It really is not that bad. Goes together pretty easy. And like I said before, please take note that a novice shouldn't have no problem at all building a skit. Because it goes together pretty simple. Just finding space enough to store this thing. This thing is big. The wingspan is 45 inches. This thing is huge. It's big. And so I'm gonna hang this big boy up. And I got my I'm a monogram B24, 1/48 scale one. I got decals the Lady Be Good. It should be coming in this week. And I'll be able to have that shaken and have another final reveal of that. Take some nice pictures outside because it's getting pretty nice in the daytime out here. We've been getting a lot of rain lately, but hell, what do you expect? April showers brings May flowers, they say.
So let it rain. Let it rain. Yeah. Yeah, but this thing is big. It's really big. Yeah, there are some shortcuts in this kit right here. There's the engines are like I say. I just now just noticed that. I didn't notice that before from the old one I had. But I got kicked into this engine right here. It says, man, that's a piss poor engine right there. We could have done better. So anybody who has this kit in their stash or is going to buy one, just be warned that these engines are not very good. You can duck them up, no problem. Just go ahead and use it. The only give you photo etch for it is the harness on the front of the engine right here, and that's it. And give it a good dry brushing. It'll look presentable. It'll look like an engine, but nothing to write home about. That's for sure. So any aftermarket parts this thing needs, I suggest getting a better decal sheet than what they give you in this one. And get yourself some aftermarket engines, which I know damn well they got them. They're all resin. I don't know who makes them, but they're there. Get yourself a new sheet of decals, and most important, get yourself some metal landing gear. Get yourself some metal landing gear. These are scale aircraft conversions. This came with the kit here when I bought it. I don't know if Trumpeter are putting these in their kits now. If you guys decide to buy one of these B24s, please let me know if the kit is if they're giving you metal landing gears. If not, that this came with the kit, and I got it for $120, the whole kit. So these are metal landing gear. This thing is extremely heavy, very, very, very heavy. And like Daniel Britton said last night, which I thought was very funny, you got to watch out for those wings. It'll put your eyes out. Yeah, I agree, Daniel. I really do. 8 or 9, I agree. But it's really not a bad kit, guys. I like it. Now, there's something interior in this thing we could have did better on it also. What was that? No, that's about it. It did pretty good. Although all the interior detail I put in this case, we won't be able to see. Of course, we all know that, but
You guys know and I know that all the details is still inside the skit. You can see the cockpit detail pretty much because the windscreen is pretty clear and it's big enough to look through there and see the details. What's really funny about the thing is on the nose turret right here, it's kind of foggy a little bit. And I knew darn well I got no spray on it, nothing like that at all, because it was wrapped up in bubble wrap inside the box to another box inside the kit. I noticed the other one was that way too. And the rear turret is nice and shiny. Weird. Oh yeah. Me and Martin Lamont did that one time with Buddy Build one time. I think he did that about 9 years ago. About 9 years ago. And it was Eldorado, a float plane. Yeah, I agree 100%. That's a beautiful kit. Man, I tell you one thing, I should have bought another one of those. Came with the folding wings, with that thing didn't need no aftermarket stuff. That thing was a good kit. I forgot how big this thing really was. And I got locked up in storage. I said, "What the hell are you on?" When I got involved building this thing, it's all man, it brought memories back to me. It jogged out a few memories. My other one was ready to be painted. I bought mine at Smitty's Hobby Shop. I must have bought that about 7 years ago. Every bit of 7, 8, about 8 years ago when the kit first came out. And I think I paid $250 for mine. I was really astounded when I first bought it. I go, damn, that's pretty cheap compared to the Hong Kong models. There's a B-17 Lancaster they're offering. But and seeing stuff like that as engine right here, you begin to wonder that's why the kit's $250. Think it did better on this. Think it did better. So, like I say, to my observation, since I got involved in constructing this beautiful bird, definitely, highly suggest get yourself aftermarket engines set for your B24. Get yourself another set of decals like Witchcraft, for example. I may go ahead and paint this up like Witchcraft and order the decals for it. You bet the mail. That'll change things. That means I got to paint the de-icer boost on the thing. Yeah. Oh, wow. Well, Daniel Britton says, my cat weighs 13 pounds. That's not how much heavy this thing weighs. Every bit of that, this thing is heavy. I'm not fooling. It's heavy. I mean, the plastic in this kit is up there. They didn't script out in the plastic at all. It's thick plastic like that of the Monogram B17. Nice thick plastic they use. Not soft either. Not by a long shot. Like I say, we started joining parts together, like your wings, stabilizers. When you join them together, you got those pesky pips, and look like what they are. That's where the sprue runs into it, and they're stuck. When they trim them off, they're in the way of the joining of the joining edges of the fuselage pieces. And parts that got to be made together. You got to cut out with a 11 blades. You got to be very careful. But from that, I haven't run into any difficulties on this thing. The fitted parts are pretty good. Now, like I say, I made the wings removable. They come off and on. They slide off. I get done with the kit. When it's all finished, all painted up. I get the pictures all taken care of. I'm going to hang this thing up. I've decided to take it somewhere with me, transport it, take it down, clean it up, pop the wings off, put it right back in the box where it came from, and ooh la la la. Yeah. And we display this thing, make sure it's not displayed in the middle of a room somewhere. Put it against the corner. Make sure the table or a place where you can display it at, it's against the wall to a corner, to an area to a corner. That way, you got nothing from where the corner's at. It's going to come that direction because it's blocked off. It's nothing but a corner. Anything that comes in contact with it would be when you come towards it. So always put this thing at a corner somewhere. Like see where our Titanics are behind me? The Titanics are way back there. Shove it in the corner back there. And that way, when people take a look at it, you have to worry about nobody's going to break it from another angle because it gets the corner against the wall. Good question, buddy. We have Eagle A226 joined in tonight and asked me a question. What do you use to fill in the seams tonight? Well, I've been using a Bondo spot putty right here. I ran out of it. I have no choice but to use this Tamiya modeling putty. I used this before. It works pretty good. It don't sand as good as easily as Bondo does, but it sands good. It sands well. It does sand very well. You just got to sand a little more longer on it than you do with Bondo. But the seams on this, I go ahead and use. As you can see, I use the pink area of the Bondo, but inside the cowlings here, I use this here because I ran out of Bondo. So I got to go tomorrow and get me some new Bondo tomorrow. That's what I use, buddy. It's good stuff. It don't shrink on you. And that Bondo is the best. That Bondo never shrinks. I've been using Bondo for almost 40 years now. It's good stuff. Yeah. Yeah, buy my kitchen table. When you're displaying this thing, like I say, make sure you put it up against the corner, against the wall, where the top of my Titanics are back there at. But that way, like I say, it's against the wall. You know damn well nothing back there is coming to bother it. Anything bothers anything, it comes this way towards the model. But this is big. The wingspan is 45 inches. It's big. It's big. It's 45 inches. Now, there's a company called Gwillows. Gwillows, they make balsa wood kits. We all know that. And they make a B24 Liberator. I think it's 1/28 scale. It's big too. A lot more bigger than this one is. I think the wingspan is 50 inches. It's big. Man, I wish this company, Hobby Boss, or Trump would bring out a 1/32 scale B29. Man, that would be the holy grail right there, guys. That'd be the holy grail. Oh yeah. If thing ever fall down, it probably it'd be a tension getter. If it fell down and hit you, I know it would hurt you, but it sure break like hell. Yeah, I mean, use very highly, really use really tight cordage on this thing when you hang it up, guys. You know. This thing is easy to pick up. It's not horny. I mean, not horny, but parts sticking out a little place, like guns. And what? You know, we're about breaking things. It's got a big, with the big fuselage that it has. It really can grab stuff pretty good. You can get a good grip on it. Yeah, this thing is big, boys. It's very big. Very heavy. I mean, this thing is heavy. I think of all my model airplanes I had out of plastic, this is the heaviest. The heaviest.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, 9 pounds. You're right. When I went to boot camp, we practiced with those M1s. And man, them things are about 9 or 10 pounds. Them things were heavy. Oh man, I tell you. We had to do close order drill, march and drill and review. Man, that was a lot of doggone work we did though back in those days. Man. I think I got done. Take a piece, stick it there, you hold it right there, you pick it up, twirl it, stick it, you put it, lay it against the parade rest on you, and it's a lot of work. Good old military days. Man, I never noticed that on my first kit. You know? Now I got me thinking about if I should order me a decal set for this thing, like witchcraft. Oh yeah. I remember we had to have one. We were marching like that. You pick it up, you do your maneuvers with it. 16 count manual, they call that. And you take it, hold it in place like this. You got to throw the grinder out there. Feet on the yellow footprints, 45 degrees. Well, you see all those guys' arms get down like this. Man, like I say, 9, 10 pounds don't seem not a lot of weight, but it is, guys. It really is. Once you got your hands extended out like that piece, holding that piece, an obstacle being on a wood metal. The M1 was heavy. You had to hold that thing. They had your close order drill with it and everything else. Very, very heavy. I remember that. Yeah, we trained with them in the boot camp. Those M1s. I don't know what they use nowadays, but the armament and material that we used back in Vietnam were up at World War II and Korean War and stuff. All the ships that I served on during the Vietnam War were World War II ships. World War II. And they were redundant when I got in. Virtually they were on their last leg, until March sent them sent them orders for decommissioning. And yeah, lost a lot of my good ships out of the Navy. The Oxford, USS Oxford, AGTR-1, converted Liberty ship, USS Ashtabula, USS Guadalupe, USS Severn, USS Platte, the Briskany, USS Midway, USS Enterprise. Those are the ships I was on when I was in the Navy. And also the USS Turner Joy. She was a Fletcher class destroyer, 21-ton class. Got involved in Vietnam too a lot. That was some time ago, a long time ago, boys. Yeah, and submarines. Yep. I never got interested in being a submariner. But you know, I know I can handle it if I was one of those things like being underwater for a long time. You know, I know I can handle it. I had no problem, and I know that what could happen is something should happen. Though, thank God it didn't happen. But it'd be very interesting what my rate would have been. I don't know if they had any bosun's mates aboard submarines. They probably did. Outside of being a bosun's mate, I would get involved in supply. I'd be the ship's yeoman. We have an office with a typewriter. I'll have a top secret clearance and handling orders and handling up top secret papers. They ain't supposed to be nobody's hands, but people who have top secret clearance. Yeah. Well, a lot of people have some kind of a phobia of being underwater. I mean, I ain't talking hours and minutes or seconds. I'm talking days and weeks underwater. Sometimes a month, a couple of months underwater. Navy ain't different than any other branch of service. There's a valued recipe that's called routine. The Navy, you got routine. You got aboard submarine, you got torpedo men. who are maintaining torpedoes, fixing them, doing all kinds of work on there. You get your yeoman who works at the ship's office, and you got your enginemen, machinist mates, working on the evaporators inside the engine room, and you got your CTs, the communication technicians, and you got your different ratings, and you're always on drill all the time. So you're pretty well busy not to think about, oh man, I wish I was up topside. I can't handle being underwater much longer. You know, you don't even think about that. You're so busy. I imagine I take that thought away from you. I imagine they're pretty busy. You get your routine and things you're doing down there. You get used to it. Anybody get used to anything. Oh yeah. At nighttime, we're underway. We always had red lights up in the pilot house all the time, in the wheelhouse. We always had red lights in there all the time. Also in the radar shack too. Always had red lights in there. And also people say, well, they got red lights on there like that for it to condition your eyes when you go outside. Believe you me, guys, when you're at sea, when you got no moon or no stars, or you got no moon or you have stars, it is dark out there, pitch dark. And you get a good star-lit sky, especially when you're standing a bridge watch. You can see the curvature of the earth. You can see how all the stars are changing over the earth. Another good thing too, guys, it's a true story. I don't know if I told you guys this before, but I'll tell you again while we're talking about the curvature of the earth. I was seaman first class. I was on board the USS, what ship I was on? USS Oxford, AGTR-1, Auxiliary Geographical Technical Research Ship, USS Oxford, AGTR-1. She was a converted Liberty ship, and all the cargo holds were converted into communications offices and stuff. And I remember one time I stood, what watch was it? 8 to 12 watch in the morning. 8 o'clock in the morning to 12. I just got done relieving the 4 to 8 watch. It was on the port wing. I was standing out there with a pair of binoculars. Of course, I had the YMC, which is the communications that was out throughout the ship. I had the YMC here, and if you get a contact, you press the button, you go Bridgeport wing was bridge eye. Got a contact at 000 dead ahead. Blah, 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 blah. And they go bridge eye. Also the captain, somebody will walk out, look at you. I seen a ship. It was a freighter, it was a merchantman. I'd say it was probably maybe about 30 or 40, about 30 miles out maybe. It was right over the horizon. Just about like this. Let me show you something. Let me demonstrate this right. This is the mast of the ship.
Now you look down on the bottom of the computer, right here where my hand's at. I'll look at my arm right here. I was staring out there with binoculars, and I see this object coming up like this. I kept staring at it. I said, "Man, Columbus is right. The world is round." Because you see the ship is going over the horizon, it's going over the globe like this. I was way back there with binoculars on. And you can see the tip of the king post started. You can see the tip of the king post started come up like this. Now I went to the bridge, go Bridgeport Wing, I go Bridge I. I got a contact at 295. A 0295 right at port being 5 degrees. It says, I think it's a merchantman freighter. Captain walks out on the bridge wing, looks at my name on my shirt, Day. Day, huh? Is that your name? Yes, sir. I said, what do you see out there? I see a merchantman coming right over the horizon out there. He took a pair of the glasses like that and looked at it. He says, I'll be right back. So you better not be snowing me. I said, I don't snow nobody, sir. He went to the radar shack, says, and the radar shack reported, yes, he's got a contact coming over here. I think goddamn guy got some goddamn good eyes. So the captain was back in the port wing. He goes, you're right. You got a contact coming, but I don't see him yet. If I can't see him, how come you can't see him? Because I can see him. And I was looking at him. I could see this much of the king post coming over the horizon. It was about that much at first, and that much now. See, Captain, go a little over. I go 2 points left. Binoculars. Look at the horizon. I have our binoculars on. You see it? Right now, you start to see the superstructure. And he looked. You're right. I can see it now. Man, because I think I need glasses. I said, I've seen it with the king post. It's that much up there, said Captain. Let's stick it up. So anyway, you stand watches at nighttime. It gets very, very dark out there. Very dark, guys. That's why you gotta have red lights, ready lights, we call them, inside your wheelhouse, pilot house. You know, my guys talk about the Titanic. Oh, if they only had binoculars, they would spot that iceberg. Until no, they wouldn't. I want to tell you something. I did that one time. I tried that a long time ago. It don't work. Let me tell you why. Because you're at nighttime. You got nothing to look at nighttime. Nothing but a horizon. Maybe some stars. Maybe no stars at all. Maybe a moon. Maybe no moon at all. You're standing out there in a bridge wing with a pair of sunglasses up there, looking out there in the water. All you see is 2 big old black holes right in front of your face. That's all you'll see. Then you go up the sky, you look at the moon, and you adjust it, and it's like a big old beam of light hits you, but almost blinds you. You gotta watch out for doing that. But like I say, you know, that's why they got red lights going on in the pilot house, in the bridge wing. Right back in there, when you walk outside, you come right back in. Your eyes are still conditioned to be inside the bridge itself.
Oh yeah, we out there in the water out there. There's a lot of refraction out there. Refraction will play a lot of tricks on you. Yeah. I was checking the white filler on my B24. Hope stuff don't shrink on me. But sometimes that filler right there, Bondo won't do that. Other fillers will do that. You got to go back and refill them over again. I was checking to see if any seams had sunk any. I don't see any. Whoa, man. That's old Jimmy Doolittle used to. He flew in instruments. He flew blindfolded a great distance. He even landed the airplane blindfolded using his instruments. Unbelievable. Yep. I'm thinking about going ahead and sending you a decal set for this thing. I'm gonna get the witchcraft decal set for this thing. Go ahead and pin them all up. Get me some neutral gray too. I'm running out of neutral gray. Well, guys, I think I'm gonna call it for the night. Let this dry, and tomorrow, what we're gonna do is we're gonna sand down the fuselage, sand down the wings, and give a light primer. Let's see if I have to do any more refilling. Hopefully this model will get me through until I get some Bondo, and hopefully this won't shrink on me. It says won't shrink, which is good. So far I haven't seen any shrinking marks on it. I missed my Bondo though. Okay, I'd like to thank everybody who tuned in tonight, and all my new and old subscribers. I'd like to thank everybody for your candor, kindness, and comment and views on my videos. And tomorrow's Wednesday. We'll have a good night on B24 tomorrow. We'll get all this sanded down and get preparation ready for painting and everything. So we got a lot of work to do in this thing. It's going together quite nicely. With the wings being removable, this thing, I can paint this thing sub-assembly wise. It makes the painting so easy. I think everything is moved out of the way. I just paint one assembly at a time and just put it back together again. It was all finished. Makes life easy that way, you know. That's another good advantage by making these wings removable. Okay. Make mama happy, take care of the little ones, stay focused when you drive, be aware of your surroundings, and please subscribe. And God bless you guys. And please say your prayers. And get yourself a kit, get crazy like Steve Avery says. And fair winds the following seeds. We'll catch you guys tomorrow. This is Frankie Day Models signing off. I'd like to thank you one more time again for all the fellows who participated on the chat board. God bless you, fellas. Thank you very much for tuning in. And thank you very much. I love you guys. Guys, take care. Frankie Day Models signing off. Bye, boys.